Name, Kowalski. Occupation, driver. Transporting a supercharged Dodge Challenger from Denver to San Francisco. Background, Medal of Honor in Vietnam. Former stock and bike racer. Former cop, dishonorably discharged. Now he uses speed to get himself up, to get himself gone.
Get ready for this, guys. You guys can see what it is anyway. That's 70. Boom! Highway 61. Vanishing Point. It's not the official one, but clearly Vanishing Point. We're going to tear into that and get into it. That is so sexy, guys. Woo! So guys, this is a heavyweight car we're doing. I'm going to put a lot into this like I did the Christine video. The reason we're doing this again is because I thought about it last night. I had a couple people asking me about that, viewers, this car. Again, back when we did a lot of heavyweight cars, I didn't have the viewership. A lot of you guys weren't around. Or I had my iPhone 7 camera, so it took a crappier video, crappier glamour shots. I know I had to redo my auto art bullet glamour shots today because I didn't have proper lighting and my original ones look like crap. I'll show you some of those, actually. The good ones, if I remember to put them there. But this here, guys, this is Highway 61, aka green light, as a lot of people say. But this is gorgeous. Now, I did the research so nobody's flipping a lid. See that white mirror? That means the car, this is the 97 remake with Viggo Mortensen. This is the one that I came into contact with growing up. I liked it as a made-for-TV movie. I didn't know about the original remake. It was my friend Frank that clued me in on that. But just so you guys know, I looked up and watched movie scenes to make sure, and it took me about 10 minutes to confirm the original movie had a chrome mirror, and I had to get the car in a sideways drift, pause it, take a bunch of screenshots, zoom in, look at it, and then show Glenn to make sure it wasn't my eyes, and Glenn said, yep, those are the chrome ones. So yeah, so if it had the chrome mirrors, it would be the classic movie. And I think that's what people would rather. Me, I would be okay with that because it's a heavyweight car and I like the TV one and that's the one I came up with. But I can understand wanting the classic more. But we're going to get into this and all the details with the glamour shots, the better camera, the look-see set, and more of you guys. Okay guys, we are just going to get right down to business on this thing. I'm very excited about it because it's a heavyweight car. When I showed it in the last video with the Letty's Challenger, just showing what Highway 61 did, I said I should revisit that. Because I had a couple people asking about it as well, which told me I should revisit it. And again, a lot of the heavyweight cars I did were back when I didn't have the better camera. I didn't have the look-see set. Didn't have the knowledge in some cases. So this is when I like to revisit them. Plus, I have a lot more viewers now. This is a heavyweight car for only 67 people to see, or whatever, whoever's seen it the first time around. Anyway, so the story about this. Glenn came into this. He really lucked out with this. So did Dave. Okay, it came in one of Dave's bulk car deals. Okay, now I walked in from work one day. And this was sitting up on the look-see set. And I spotted it from across the room and said, oh, wow, guys, who got that? Blah, 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 blah. And Dave and Glenn said, what, the white Challenger? I said, well, yeah, that's Vanishing Point, right? And they kind of looked at me because it doesn't say Vanishing Point on the box. And I said, hold on a second. I walked over. First thing I did is looked at the license plates. Boom. Colorado, Colorado. The grill is one of my favorite parts on the car. But yeah, just to let you guys know, it took me about 10 minutes to get a clip I had to get the car sideways in the classic movie that the footage isn't the best as it is. Get a still shot of the car, and then I had to zoom in, and then I had Glenn confirm that I wasn't on crack. Oh, even the base on this is nice, guys. So again, Highway 61, this is an unofficial vanishing point. It 1970 Challenger, opening doors, hood, trunk, fully plumbed engine, working steering and suspension, detailed interior, soft rubber tires. Dodge's Challenger was a late entry to the pony car bonanza in 1970, being very similar to the Plymouth Cuda E-body, but featuring a slightly longer wheelbase and different body contours. Challengers were available as hardtop coupes or convertibles and offered a performance-oriented RT with the options like manual transmission, sleeper rear axle ratios, shaker hood scoop, and a limited slip differential, which could be plushed up with the SC luxury package that added leather seats and a vinyl roof, or a gator grain roof if it's the Black Ghost. That was an RTSE that he did up. The guy basically checked everything on the option sheet when he ordered it. The 1970 only TA gave a nod to racing with features like specially tuned 6-pack 340 cubic inch power plant crowned by a giant hood scoop on a fiberglass racing hood, exhaust outlets mounted in front of the rear wheels and front rear sway bars to enhance handling. A ducktail rear spoiler and front ground effect spoiler were also standard TA equipment. The 70 and 71 models were virtually identical except for the addition of the split grille and taillight configuration. The Challenger could be outfitted with 6 different engines in 70 and 71, from the 225 cubic inch to the hulking 440. The 440 was available in either the Magnum 4-barrel, delivering 375 horsepower, or with the 6-pack triple 2-barrel carbs at 390. The 426 could be rigged for up to 425 horsepower for an extra $1,228, but very few were sold. The 1970 and 71 were Challenger's high watermark, as Dodge sold some 80,000 units in 1970 alone, but performance dropped off considerably after 71. Although the line was produced until 74, the 70 and 71 Challengers are the most valued among collectors today for their rarity, distinctive styling, and muscular performance. So, another thing I love about the modern stuff like Greenlight and that, they don't screw them down to bases usually, guys. This might be somehow fastened to this base actually. It's one of those different ones. But they're made to come out of the box easily. Oh no, it's on a base where we could take it out. Just have to remember how to do it. But there's no screws. But this thing, oh, I love the look of the nameplate on it too, guys, just the way they did it. The nameplate, they either look good or bad. In my opinion, that looks good. So, how do we get this guy out? Okay, I remember now. Okay, so these things on the end, I remember last time, this plastic molding had little button things. Yeah, I hate those things. Okay. So there is that base. I like the look of that. These end things, I believe, snap off. Yeah, they do. The end things snap off, so if you put it on the base, it wouldn't have to stay with those end things. Those are just to stabilize the box. Okay, one sec. She's off, guys. This one comes with one of the little toolkits, Highway 61 toolkits. I love these. Comes with the Highway 61 little chamois to wipe the car off, cloth rather, not chamois, cloth. And it also comes with a little tool for opening the doors, trunk. It's got a flat end on one side and kind of a pointy on the other. And it comes with a little bit of paperwork as well. Die-cast promotions, But yeah, I love these little kits that they come with. So this thing, the way it sits and everything, guys, and it's even a little bit of a different off-color white. By the way, courtesy of Glenn this video, and he has an idea for an excellent video. Giuliano, if you're listening for Saturday, Glenn had an idea that I do like what I did for Christine with, because he's got all these Vanishing Point cars, right? Like a Vanishing Point deep dive on Saturday. So maybe if you're interested in that, Giuliano, we can do that. Because me and Giuliano, I was talking about having him do a show with me, guys, for you guys. And why does that seem like it's up so high on that trunk? I don't know about that. I don't remember that being like that. But we're going to have a close look at this whole thing, guys. You guys know that. One thing I do love that they got right, I think, is the tires and rims, the rally rims. Excellent look. Car sits very realistically. I love that grille too. Car sits very realistically. But yeah, so we want to explore. I have a pristine, clean Ertl version. Glenn's got that exact one, but he's got the dirty version that we helped him pick up for peanuts in the box. And we also have the green light as well. So this, guys, would be more accurate to the TV one because of the white molded mirrors with Viggo Mortensen. This thing is just beautiful, guys. Like, I'm looking at the lines here. It looks like a realistic car because of the fender line and everything. Look at that. I just noticed, like, look at the lines. Wheels turn beautifully. Let's see if there's anything, a number underneath here. Probably be in the trunk or somewhere. 2456, but I don't think that's a production number. But just showing you guys underneath the detail, the factory overspray, all the lines. Sorry, Maisto, I love you, but that ain't no Maisto, guys. I'm going to be looking into that, though. That seems, maybe I'm tired, but seems a little bit high on that trunk. Trunk comes fully equipped, guys. It's even got the jack instructions up on the trunk lid. And of course, we're going to get a better look at this up on the look-see set, guys. Retro Collectibles look-see set where it's like court. And you know they're not going to need a chrome paint pen for in here. With everything else they've done right. Seats move forward and back. It's got seat belts you'll get a better look at on the look-see set. So yeah, Glenn that day, well, Dave ended up coming into a grail, which would be this, that he didn't realize. And then Glenn, who had just bought it, because the deal had just been closed, Glenn had just bought this from Dave. And then I walked in and broke the news to them. So they both kind of lucked out that day. I don't know if Dave would have kept it or not. He likes some movie cars. I don't know his stance on Vanishing Point, actually. Now, guys, they did awesome with the grill. Let's see under this hood. Oh, yeah. Even the way the hood sounded opening, guys. Hear that? That reminds me of the real back in the day when I was a kid. Look at that engine, guys. I always say if the engine looks like it's been put together with individual pieces, that's detail. But you know, none of this counts if it doesn't look good in glamour shots, or if it, what if we put it up on the turntable under the bright lights of the look-see set, we roll it into the docket for court. What if it fails? Ever think of that? We've had that happen with expensive cars. Cars that were like a lot of money end up there full of paint rush, stuff like that, falling apart, whatever. or just don't sit right. Let's go have a look. I don't think we have anything to worry about here. I love how the white is a little bit of a different off-white as well. But the one thing I'm not sure about, guys, is that Challenger on the trunk lid. I brought up the Ertl, the original OG Ertl. We're going to put them side by side just to see about that trunk lid in a couple minutes. Because it looks a little bit high to me, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm high. Who knows? Also, guys, it is not a shootout between that Ertl and this car. It's not a shootout. They're from two different eras. It's like comparing apples with oranges. And we wouldn't do that. I love that Ertl Vanishing Point. In fact, I just did an album for that because it was so clean in Glamour shots. Like it just, I got this as a gift from Giuliano. I'll show you guys it, but it's pristine. Like it's like it never seen anything. Not a mark. But let's get into it. Okay, you guys know the drill. Flood it with all that nice light that was provided by Harrods Diecast Collective. Actually flood a little more light in the trunk for you. Look at that, guys. There you go. Now she's lit. Just showing the detail of that trunk lid with that jack instructions. That's what gave it away what it was. Right there, boys and girls. That plate. Now we actually have to give it a little spinneroonski up here on the look-see side. Look at those, even the door handles, guys, just have a little bit of a... I love the Raleigh wheels on this. Sorry about the shakiness, guys. Look at that though, guys. Oof. Oof. Showing you guys the seat belts and all that other, even the back seat. I think they did real well with those, the Raleigh wheels and tires. I think they look awesome. Close-up of that beautiful grille, guys. I love that. Headlights look good too. They just put so much little extra detail into this car that I love. Got her open here. Ooh. And again, guys, the sound of that's those realistic hinges right there. But look at that, right down to the detail in that air filter, guys. Like it looks like a real filter. See, I don't know what anyone's thinking, but that ain't no jalopy. Right there. 6-pack. Not that I have to show you guys, but you probably already knew that it's got the antenna. Just out of the mill. But those body lines, guys, look at the body line on the door. Just realistic of a real car. Just looks amazing how it sits. The body line down the side of the car as well. Look at that, guys. Come on. Guys, this is where we're going to look at side by side with my Ertl that I love so much because it's super clean and was a gift from G. I just want to compare the trunk lid, the Challenger on it to see what the heck's going on with that. And just to have it just a little side by side. It's not a shootout by any means. It's just to show two different releases. A shootout will come Saturday when we show all of them. Now you see this, guys? The Ertl on the right. Or on the left rather, but in the right hand side of it, the Challenger RT on the trunk. Come over to the Highway 61. Like, why does that not look right to me? The rest of the car, beautiful, but that just, I don't know why. I'm gonna have to look. Maybe that's me that's wrong with that, but I don't know, guys. But as you can see, even the way the cars sit and the height and stuff, but we'll have a couple looks at them together, but again, not a shootout. In fact, before we get into that, check out a couple pictures of this thing, how clean it is. Yeah, guys, just showing. By the way, I did that article on Facebook the other day, guys, and it was about certain cars not naturally rising in value, 118 movie cars, and about how the market can be manipulated by plastering it with ads and how they do it. And it was a long, detailed article about it, and it got 164 likes and 6 or 7 shares. Like, it was basically shit saying that you could take a picture of a $50 car, post it all over Marketplace and Kijiji it to the point where they restrict you and you have to make a second account to where you put in 118 scale diecast and all you're doing is getting my ads. You know what I mean? So if new collectors see a $50 car 5 different times and it's posted for 150 and up, what are they going to think? And it's different names, you know what I mean? But that's how they can get you. And I explained that in depth and about 5 different cars that are naturally going up in value. You know what? I'm going to post it in my community. I will cut and paste it for you guys so you guys can read it there, but it's very good info. Just showing you guys those plates, the Colorado plate, the 5599 there. Drastic difference in look though in these things, the exhaust tips and everything, but love them both. Just showing the difference. My beloved Ertl, don't forget too, guys, non-opening trunk. Most of the Ertl movie cars from this era, or any of them, had non-opening trunks. But look how beautiful that is, guys. That was a gift from G. Like, that is just... And that was maybe 2 years ago now, but I took it out, cleaned it up yesterday, had a little bit of cabinet dust. But see that different color white there? I think they got the white a little bit more over here. But maybe it's my eyes. But we're going to do the video Saturday, hopefully a deep dive into all these cars. And there's mine, but the dirty version there. And the Greenlight 118. And that was Glenn's idea, which I thought was an amazing idea. And he not only has that stuff for the video, but he has stuff like this as well. So Saturday, we're going to explore the 118 cars and go over, maybe show you guys some different ones and even some of the smaller stuff like this. Drastically different grills. Now the thing is, I don't know if the grill on the right would be considered movie accurate. I just know that it's darn nice looking to look at. But I do love the way the Ertl looks as well. Love them, both. And they would both be the made-for-TV movie versions, guys, with the white molded mirrors from my research earlier. Gratuitous butt shot, but even different ride heights on these bitches. Yeah, I've been excited with the pictures lately, guys, because let me tell you, lighting changes everything. Okay, guys, you guys know what time it is. Time for the retro collectibles. Glamour shots. This is the part, this is like court for these die-cast cars, guys. They go up on the patented retro collectibles look-see set under the bright lights, and it goes on to the retro collectibles turntable. This is where blemishes and paint rash can't hide. This is where I can't put it up there and say, oh, look, guys, the car is mint and perfect, and it's got a door hanging off it. Can't hide up there. That's the whole purpose of it, boys. So let's get into it.
Wow, retro the extra lighting is money when it comes to the Glamour shots. This thing is so clean. I can't wait for the Vanishing Point deep dive with you and G on Saturday.
Pump the brakes there, Timu Joe Rogan. We still have to confirm with Giuliano, and there's a couple things in the air, but we're pretty sure we can make it work. Holy. Okay, so guys, Joe is getting excited. Giuliano, we're going to try to get together to do something cool Saturday. We were going to make it a coffee, but he loves lives. So we were either going to try to do a live video together, or maybe even the first live unboxing, if I could figure out how to do it with the normal screen instead of having to do it the other way. But yeah, maybe we'll do a live unboxing Saturday, but I still haven't confirmed it with G, and Joe is going around advertising that we're having this thing with him here. He doesn't even know about it yet, so cool your jets, Joe. Let me talk to him and solid it up first. Has the guy like 100% commit? Oh, he's gonna be here at 3:15 on. He doesn't even know yet. Relax. Ooh, auto art bullet rolling up to say goodnight, guys. Well, that is it, guys. Glenn has gone to bed. I feel like it was an awesome video. I'm not going to get my head ripped off for not identifying that it's green light like I didn't in the first video around because I was tired or whatever. But yeah, it's all in fun anyway, so if I forget something, it shouldn't be a big deal, right? But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you like this stuff, smash the like button because it keeps me motivated to keep going, even on work days like this, to keep producing for you guys. So come on, hit that like button for me. While you're at it, do these things here. And as always, guys, you know what I'm sending you. Happy hunting.
This beat is stupid grimy, that's a Cobra Kai kick. There's some open eyes, shit open eyes when I spit. I get riled up like dogs around the postmaster. The dough stack up with no manner. I'm crack